On this week's episode of Carson Malarkey, the Science Guy, we are going to be discussing the simple pendulum. So, from our experiments, we learned that the period of the simple pendulum is not affected by angle of release or mass of the object on the end of the string. However, the period is affected by the string length. So, from what we understand about harmonic motion, we can find out that the angle does not affect the period because as the angle increases, the potential energy of the object also increases, so the velocity gets bigger, which causes the period to stay the same because it's traveling a greater distance with a greater velocity, so they cancel each other out and the period will always remain constant. And as the weight increases, all objects fall at the same speed, so weight has no effect on the velocity, so the period stays the same. But as the string gets shorter, the potential energy of the object stays the same, so it travels at a greater velocity. However, it travels at the same velocity. However, as the string gets shorter, it has to travel a much smaller distance, thus causing the period to decrease. So, that's all we have for the simple pendulum, so make sure to join us next week on Carson Malarkey's The Science Guy.